Or mine your clay without what? Oh, I've just been poisoned by something. What's up, guys, and welcome back. So today I'm going to be starting up a series that I'm going to be calling the many uses of etc etc. And today, as you might have guessed from the title, we're going to be starting with probably the most important item on this game, which is the coconut. So with that said, let's get stuck in with the many uses of. Now the first use for the coconut is, as you probably already know, drinking from it. Water is one of the most important things in this game, along with food, as you need to try and keep these bars up as high as possible for as long as possible. So to get water out of them, just smack them till the skin comes off. And voila. Now unfortunately, it only goes up about 1 bar and you can't drink too many of them, otherwise your guy will throw up. So you're going to need to make sure you've got another source of water. The second use for the coconut is food. Once you've drunk out of it, you can then smash it up again and you can split it in half and then eat it. Again, if you're really desperate for food and drink, then this is a great combination just to keep you going until you can find something more sustainable. But like I said with the water, it'll only take out 1 bar. And if you eat too much of it, you will again throw up. So it's more of a last resort rather than a sustainable thing to do. Third use for the coconut is, of course, the consumables. This includes your medicine, your Aloe Salve, aka your sun cream, your antidote for poisons, your medicine, your breath boost, and your shark repellent. All of these are very, very useful, and they all require a coconut in order to do. Now, to make the majority of these consumables, you're going to need to make yourself a coconut flask. It's pretty simple to make. All you're going to need is some lashings and, of course, a coconut. But it has to be a whole coconut. You can't use one that you've drunk out of or that you've taken the skin off. So make sure you remember that when you've been poisoned and you're desperately trying to find an antidote. So one of the things you need the coconut to make is the Aloe Salve. To put it into simpler terms, it's sun cream. Great if you're out in the sun all day trying to build your camp and you haven't got a lot of shade. It doesn't look very appetizing, but drink this stuff up and you'll be protected from the sun for a while. So you can get on with whatever it is what you want to do and not have to worry about dipping in the water or finding some shade. The second consumable you can make with a coconut is the antidote. This is one of the most important consumables in the game, especially for me as I'm constantly standing on those stupid poisonous starfish that surround the water's edge. For this you're going to need PP, I believe that's how it's pronounced, I have no idea, I'm going with PP. You're going to need that as well as your coconut flask. And like I said, this is one of the most important consumables on the game. You want to make sure you've always got one of these lying around. As chance happens, there is literally a poisonous starfish right in front of me. So I'm going to go and poison myself and then show you how the antidote works.
That doesn't look good.
So when you see that green ring and all those spots come up on your arm, it means you've got the poison. You can scroll across to your effects, and as you can see, I've got poison in. So all you have to do is make the antidote, and it's simple as drinking it. Then back to your status effects, 0 poison, and your arm is miraculously cleared up. So I would highly recommend, when you do come across PP, if you haven't already, make sure you set up a farm and just start growing your own crop of it. because as you can see here, I've built up a little collection of herbs or flowers, and yeah, it's just always handy to have some if you do accidentally tread on something or get bitten by something. So yeah, just a little tip for you guys. Make sure you always grow what you find before you use it all up. The third item you can make with the coconut is gauze. And again, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right or not, but I'm sticking with gauze. You guys correct me in the comments if I'm wrong with any of these pronunciations. For this one, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to make it because I searched and I've searched and I've searched and I just cannot find the kawawa fruit. I have the kura fruit, but I cannot find the kawawa fruit anywhere. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to make this one. But I believe this is just another medicine for when you're on low health, which is pretty handy, especially if you have been poisoned and your health has gone all the way down. The fourth consumable that the coconut is used to make is the breath boost. And I mean, this one doesn't really need much explaining. It gives you the ability to hold your breath for longer, which is really handy when you're trying to mine clay at the bottom of the sea. So go ahead, make one of these, drink it up,
This'll come in handy.
and spend much longer underwater, swimming with the fishes. Oh shit. And the final consumable that you can make with a coconut is the shark repellent. This is one of the harder ones to make because you need 2 coconut flasks, one of them made into an antidote, and you're also going to need a lionfish. Now these guys are easy to find, just go into the ocean and I'm 100% sure you'll come across one. Just be careful though, because if you do get too close they will poison you. Again with this one, it pretty much does what it says on the tin. It repels sharks. And as appetizing as that looks to drink, I mean, looking at it, it really does not look like something you should be drinking. It's got the lionfish fins sticking out the top. But anyway, go ahead and drink that, and then you can search the shipwrecks, especially combined with your breath boost. You can search the shipwrecks or mine your clay without what? Oh, I've just been poisoned by something. You can mine your shipwreck. You can mine your shipwrecks. Ah, it's throwing me off now, that being poisoned. You can mine your clay or search your shipwrecks without having to worry about both your breath and those pesky sharks sneaking up on you. Now the final use for the coconuts is to make the water still. Again, you're going to need a coconut flask, but these are one of the most helpful things that you can make in the game. As you can see here, I've made 4 of them, and when it rains they fill up, or you can add the fibrous leaves at the bottom of them and they evaporate and fill up your flask for you. But it's just it's so much better than the coconuts, as it doesn't make you throw up. You can fill up your flasks and you can use them for your farms to water your plants. So these are 100% a necessity, and I would recommend saving your coconuts up for these because they're just so useful. I've got a tutorial on how to make these, so if you want to learn how to do that, then make sure you check that tutorial out. Other than that guys, that is the many uses of the coconut. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please leave a like. And if you're feeling generous and want to see more videos like this, then make sure you hit that subscribe button. Other than that, I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you guys soon.